So welcome back everybody, my name's Andrew and you're watching the Kelley's Country Life. If this is your first time visiting the channel, thanks so much for stopping by. But believe it or not, it is finally a nice, cool fall day down here in Florida, and anytime the seasons change, it really gets me in the mood for firewood. So this channel originally started a long time ago with us developing this property and mainly doing firewood videos. Now with the house build going on and everything else developing the property further, we've kind of gotten away from that. And being Florida, I typically don't do firewood content until fall and winter because it's just way too hot in the summer. So for all my firewood loving people, 'tis the season. Yes, it has started. So today we're gonna cut a little bit of firewood, but mainly we're gonna look at a new firewood tool. So in this bag right here is the LogOX 3-in-1, what they call the Forester package. So it comes with multiple different attachments. A lot of y'all are very familiar with LogOX. It's an American-owned company, veteran-owned as well. So I'm very happy to be working with them, supporting the product. They've been on a lot of other channels, a lot of other firewood channels, so I'm sure you've seen it. But what I'm very curious about, this is a redesigned LogOX. I believe they redesigned it for 2022. It's got some new features, and I'm excited about one particular tool in here. So this is practical stuff that I'm going to use doing firewood anyway. It's not like this is some gimmicky firewood device. What they have kind of done is created a 3-in-1 multi-tool that is really a lot of the popular stuff that you're going to use anyways. So coming in this kit, comes with a belt holder for one of the pickup tool attachments. So nice leather strap here, metal hanger. This is our foot or our leg. So this would be the tool that I'm very excited about. As you see it right here, this picks up firewood. Keeps me from having to bend over so much and wear my back out. You have the main pole right here, which is also another use for, I got the picaroon attachment. So if you're not familiar with the picaroon, you actually drive this into a firewood round and you can pick it up, move it, drag it out the backside of a vehicle. I started using a picaroon a couple years ago and didn't realize what I was missing. I love that tool. And then you have 3 pins. That's the beauty of this system. Everything goes together one way or another with just 3 pins. So my understanding, what was redesigned, you now have a longer handle, which is great. So if you're using this as like a cant hook to roll logs over, you're always going to get more leverage with a longer arm. By the way, this stuff feels very, very heavy duty. It's just very well built. So you've got the log pickup tool attachment. We're going to use that in just a minute. You've got the pole that you can take off and have a picaroon. So there's a couple of tools, or we can assemble everything together and make the main cant hook. So you just take the foot. Also, what I've been told, what's redesigned here, they used to have just a metal pole like this. This sits on the ground. Whenever you go to put a lot of leverage and lift up a log, the pole I could see probably sunk in and made this a bit unstable. So now they have a nice thick piece of bent steel down here welded on, so you get an actual foot pad. I think that's a must-have improvement. You'll also see that you have a very robust hook here. That used to be black if I remember correctly. So you just slap the foot on right here. Put a couple pins through. It's kind of a neat design on these too. They just snap close. They're a little different than what I'm used to. The main pole slides right through here, and then you'll see we'll put our 3rd pin there. And just that quick, in the matter of, well, seconds really, now we have us a cant hook. So we can actually hook, roll our logs over, and with this foot pad, we can lift the log up off the ground to save the chain on the chainsaw by cutting elevated logs in the air and not hitting the dirt. All right, so we have a bunch of lightning struck trees over here behind me. As you can see, it's getting late, so I'm just gonna cut down the smallest one. Let's try this tool out. It happens to be a magnolia tree. I hate that we lost it, but nothing I can do about where lightning strikes. Well, that's a problem you run into when you cut out in the thick woods like this. Trees often hang up. It's hung up in this other dead tree right here. Kind of a dangerous situation, especially with all this wind today. I'll go see if I can cut this one and make them both fall that way. Not too terribly concerned about them blowing back, since this one is already leaning and putting pressure on that tree to go that direction. Okay, so here's where you can actually use this as a cant hook. You can roll this log around. I need to see if it's, let's roll it this direction. I need to see if it's still connected down here to this top section. All right, looks like it is not. So let's try something here. This is a pretty big log right here for this device. Let's see if I've got enough leverage with this arm right here, and let's test this foot out. See if I bend anything trying to flip over a log this size. All right, not a problem. All right, so now you can see where this device shines. It has just picked this log up off of the ground, and I can make a bunch of cuts without getting my chain in the dirt. I'm surprised it was able to lift that log that in as easy as it did. Now eventually I'm going to have some logs that are just going to be too big for this tool, and I have a 60-inch cant hook back up there, but man, it's a beast to tote around out here in the woods. So as far as the cant hook version and the log lift, it worked great for that. Now's the part that I'm interested in. Man, your back gets worn out bending over picking these up. Let's see if this actual log tote section works as good as I hope it does, man. All right, so to use that, pop a couple pins out. Just that quick and simple. Put them back in here so I don't lose them. These latch pretty good too, so I don't think you have to worry about that. Pop the handle off. And just that quick, we're in business. Put this off to the side. And I like that it's painted bright orange so you don't leave your stuff out here in the woods. Okay, look at there. That's what I'm talking about. Easy on, easy off. Yes. All right, let's try this out. Oh yeah, that's just what I was wanting. That's nice. Really easy on and off. Not to mention this will be really useful too for slinging wood up on my log splitter rack. All right, none of the wood is slipping. That's good. Okay, that works just as intended. I'm very happy with that. Out of curiosity, let's use the old pickaroon real quick. I like the pickaroon more for moving wood around, like say at a wood stack, or dragging it out of the back of something like that Ranger. All right, just that quick. One snap pin, pickaroon head is in. See how well it sticks. Stuck in really good. Let's see how easy it is to get out. Okay, sometimes that can be a problem with pickaroons. Try that again. Some of them get such a curved beak on the end, which is really good for gripping, but you can't hardly get them out. Okay. Works just as I'd hoped that it would. All right, so let's test this on a little bit of unloading. This is personally where I like a pickaroon. Well, final thoughts. I think it's a well-made piece of equipment, but when it comes to stuff like this, time will tell. Tools like this get a lot of use and abuse out there in the woods, you know, lifting up several 100-pound logs, rolling things around. So we'll see how this holds up. You're gonna see it get used a lot on all the upcoming firewood videos. So this is the first small load, and I have many more to get for what I consider my firewood season. So time will tell how it holds up, but thus far, everything feels very well built. I like the 3-in-1 function. Usually when you kind of have a jack of all trades, you have a master of none, and that may wind up being the case here, but thus far, I like everything. And I really do like the log tote function with the handle right here. That's what I was most eager to try out. So I was kind of excited about that, and it seems like it's going to really save my back between that and the pickaroon. The one thing I was worried about, usually when you have a multi-tool like this, a lot of times it can be very difficult to move parts around, and you wind up just using it like this, for example, because you just don't want to break it down. It's too aggravating. As quick as these clips and pins are right here, it takes a few seconds to break this down to individual tools. Very well thought out. I do like that a lot, and I don't think it's ever going to be so cumbersome that I'm going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to pick this log up because it takes too long to break it down to individual functions. That's just not the case at all. So I think it's a very well thought out design. All right, so if you're interested in the LogOX 3-in-1 tool, the Forester package like I have, or just the tool itself, there's links down in the description, and there's also a discount code down there too to save you a little bit of money. So thank y'all so much for watching. All the people that's hung around over the years that is really here for the firewood, you know this is my time. We've got a lot more videos coming. I have a tremendous amount of trees out there that are damaged down, plus also at another piece of property. So we've got enough firewood cutting and splitting to tote us through the rest of the winter here. Catch y'all on the next video.